right, listen. Again, happy new year and that. Get me? I know how it goes sometimes. Let me just type that in the chat real quick. Happy New Year. How has it been for you so far? You know what I mean? But also, bear with me. By the way, what we're going to do first and foremost is we are most definitely, like, as you can probably see, hopefully you can see it, I'm going to react to the predictions of 2025. All right? So, without further ado, just let me get people, share this stream with people. Let people know that I'm live on that. You know what I'm saying? What was it again? So we go to, all I got. Do you know what's funny? I keep it here in that tune in my head. All I ever wanted was the Black Grand National, FB and Rational. Aye, it's not enough. Kendrick Lamar has got bangers. Yeah, I'm telling you. Like that album. Listen, I've done my live stream reaction to that before. So you want to catch a replay another time after this live, you can by all means. Or if you want to listen to the tune separately, I've uploaded it separately as well. You know what I mean? But if you've listened to that album, what's your favorite song from the album? While I share this stream with other people so they can also join. And also, while you're here as well, make sure you also share the stream as well so other people can watch as well. But yeah, man. Like I said, I'm gonna get into reacting to about the predictions of 2025. But yeah, all I ever wanted was the Black Grand National, FB and Rational. Hey, listen. I Kendrick Lamar is a G, man. He's a G. What was I gonna say? All right, so I am now live streaming, and I will be doing that. Hold on. Live stream reaction videos too. Hold on, I'm gonna type this person's name as well. Holly _ trilogy. Oh really? I can't. Oh. There you go. Predictions. Hold on. Oh, the other one was the Black Grand National. Green National. And much more. Including Burna Boy. Hold on. Versus. Listen, we're 4 days into the new year and there's already problems. Like, already problems. Do you know what I mean? Anyway. Whatever one was the Black Grand National. Anyway. Let's go. Make sure, like I said, make sure you share this with other people. If you're already here as well, make sure you hit that like button. But let's get straight into it, all right? So, locking in my 2025 predictions. So, the part one. So, they put this. Okay, I don't know how they did the note like this. But anyway, Trump's presidency doesn't actually happen. Now, why is that the first one? Why is that the first prediction you want to have, huh? That's the first prediction you want to have? Listen, there's predictions versus what you actually want to happen. You know what I mean? It's like when I do my predictions for football. I can predict. So I can want Chelsea to win and smash up these teams like 10-0 or 100-0, but I have to be realistic and I have to be like, you know what? You know what I mean? Let's really analyze this properly. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I don't know. What are your thoughts? Do you think the presidency will actually happen? I mean, he's already been elected. Like, do you know what I mean? What more can happen for him not to get that presidency? Let me know, like, because I don't know too much about what happens in America in terms of politics or anything like that. But if you know, let me know. But let's keep it moving. All right. So next one is Hailey Bieber and Justin Bieber announced they are separated. God forbid. Listen, we are not doing that. All right. We are not doing that. Listen, especially with what Justin Bieber is most probably going through right now, where he's going through trauma. People just because of the whole Diddy situation. You know what I mean? And obviously the things he's gone through within the industry. Do you really think? You know what I mean? Like, don't get it twisted. It was just so that listen. Look, again, these are just predictions. I don't think that will happen. Maybe because I don't want it to happen. But if they predict that's going to happen, that's on them. But you have to be careful. Like, I just want to say with words here, your word, there's the power of the tongue. Yeah, your words hold power. Yeah, be very, very careful with what you speak, or even what you write. You see what I'm going to say? That's why they call it spelling. But anyway, let's get back into it. Hailey Bieber and Justin Bieber eventually rekindle as they're expecting a second baby. So I should have read further. Okay, cool. Maybe they're gonna listen. I like the prediction of having a second baby. I like the prediction. Get me? There'll be a beta baby, but listen. That's just the generation of the name of the generation of the baby. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? We'll get into that in another post, another day. You know what I mean? But that's all right, cool. But yeah, I like that prediction. I like the prediction of them having expecting a second baby. And if it's true, then may they have a safe and healthy delivery. If anyone in your family is also, expecting any babies, may they have a healthy and safe journey and delivery and all that stuff there, and may the baby be healthy as well. Anyway, let's keep it moving. Cowboy Carter tour announcement. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think that's gonna happen. This is Beyonce. Beyonce is not gonna do a Christmas special. Do you know what I mean? She's not gonna do a Christmas special and be like, you know what? Maybe I want to do a tour. No, she ain't gonna do that. She's just not gonna do that. You know what I mean? She's just not gonna do that. I would have liked the predictions to have been of like, again, these are predictions, so I could still be wrong, and she could still this person they could still be right, or we could both be wrong. But I believe one of my predictions is the reunion of Destiny's Child. You know what I mean? That's what I want to predict. I'm not talking about Beyonce, Kelly, and Michelle. Yes, they're involved in Destiny's Child, but I'm talking about all of them. You know how dope it would be just to see them together to do at least one song. One song would be alright. Album would be better. A tour will be epic. But anyway, that's just my predictions. In regards to that, Drake goes into hiding after allegations about him come out. Now, this is one of the things that I had predicted for 2025. I had predicted that, allegations going to come out against him and he's going to go into hiding. I never predicted that, but I do predict that things are going to escalate for Drake. I don't like in terms of the whole allegation situation. You know what I mean? We're going to find out a lot of things that he's been doing. You know what I mean? Like I'm talking about illegal things he's been doing. Illegal things. I'm not talking about him messing around with his so-called friends, wife and girlfriend and stuff like that. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that. I'm literally just talking about the other stuff. Remember, Kendrick Lamar even said it. Hang on, give me a second. Kendrick Lamar even said it. The embassy is about to get raided. What did he do? What did Drake decide to do? He decided to move house. He decided to say, you know what? Let me buy a house in Houston. Nah, that still doesn't make, you know what I mean? Like, it's the same thing with Diddy having different houses in different places and not even having it signed in his name, having it signed in his children's name, having it signed in his mother's name. It's the same instance. But I'm not saying he's Diddy. Everyone is their own individual, but listen, all I'm gonna say is, you know what I mean? There's certain things that are gonna come out that you're gonna be like, I don't think you'll be surprised. Put it this way, but you know, we need justice for any victims that have gone through anything. Yeah. Anyway, but I don't think you're gonna. I don't think you're going to hiding. That because the reality is there's no way you can really go into hiding. There's literally no way unless you're in prison. But even if you're in prison, there's no way you can go into hiding. But anyway, Jade and Jordan Stephens are engaged. I don't know who Jade is, and I don't know who Jordan Stephens is either. But prediction of them getting engaged, I like that. You know what I mean? I like the feeling of that matrimony and all that stuff. I like that. That's what it's about. You know what I mean? Marriage in it. Let's go. Get me? That's what I like to see. Predictions. I don't know who they are, but I like that prediction. Harlem Shake trends again. Alright, listen. Harlem Shake. I can't even this still. You know what I mean? In fact, that reminded me of a video from So Solid. No, it wasn't So Solid were in the video. I think it's what video was it? I know it's a Lisa Mafia song, produced by JD, aka DVD, aka the Digital Versatile Dreadlock, aka Dreddy. What's Lisa Mafia? It's all over. Yeah. Okay, yeah, all over. If I haven't done a reaction video to it yet, I definitely will do one to it today. Maybe today. We'll see. But I'll definitely do one. All right? But I've got my list, so I want to try to stick to my list as well. All right, so, but yeah, the Harlem Shake, because I meant to say in that video, they do the Harlem Shake. So yeah, there's that. Then, what else is there? But yeah, the Harlem Shake as well. Not, in fact, there was another version of the Harlem Shake as well, if I remember. But to me, it didn't look like the Harlem Shake. It looked like something completely different. Let's see what else people. Let's see what else. Kendrick Lamar open Super Bowl halftime show with the backseat freestyle. Okay, I'm liking that prediction. Anything to do with Kendrick Lamar performing and doing these things, you know what I mean? I can't say what my predictions are because I can't really predict it. It's Kendrick Lamar. Whatever he does, you know it's going to be great. Like, if you know anything about how he performs, you know that it's going to be great. You just know, or I know. But if he does do that, then that'd be impeccable. But I wouldn't be surprised if he did a freestyle and he ends up dissing Aubrey once again. Yeah, but I don't think he would do that. The reason why I don't think he would do that because I feel like he's past it. He's like, you know what? If I diss him like this on here with a fresh freestyle dissing him, it gives him more notoriety. You see what I'm trying to say? Whereas he's already finished him. You know what I mean? And then Kendrick Lamar brings that Doja at Super Bowl. I see that happening. I definitely see that happening. I see that happening. And it will be a righteous passage of passing the torch. Not to say that Kendrick Lamar's like going to retire or anything like that, but it's a thing of the Here's way. Last year, 2024 was the year that certain type of music in hip hop culture, especially amongst men, it's diminishing. It's diminishing. Yeah, we're getting back to real MCs being MCs, right? And then Double she's you know what I mean? I'm not trying to disrespect anyone or whatever, but the reality is in the mainstream, most when it comes to women as well, and I said this with men, so don't you know what I mean? But it's like it's not being what it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? I mean, it's good that there's that balance, but there isn't that balance. So I feel like Dolce's gonna bring that balance. Kendrick has brought that balance back for the men, but no, she's going to bring that for the women. That's my prediction, and that's why I also believe a Kendrick and Doshi collab will happen. And it's something I want to happen as well, with Little Sims on it. Do you know what I mean? With Little Sims. Little Sims says she got something locked and loaded for 2025, so I'm here for it. Whatever happens, I'm here for it. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, so Lee Ann Pinnock gets a spirit tunnel on the Jennifer Hudson song. Cool. I like that. I like that prediction. Lee Ann Pinnock, she's the one that's see, here's the thing, yeah. I feel like her name is always going to be associated to being married to a footballer. A footballer not in America, I'm talking about in the UK. Soccer, some people call it soccer, but to me I call it football. That's how I grew up in London, so I call it football. So that would be good to see. You know what I mean? Rise in Mormonism because it became trendy on TikTok. Now, why would you predict that? I don't even know what Mormonism is, and I'm not even about to check either. Because if I start checking that, people start looking, and then it really becomes true. You know what I'm saying? So, not happening, and I don't dare you to check what it is. Yeah? We ain't doing that because it's not becoming trendy. Because I don't know what it is, but it doesn't sound like it sounds good. You know what I mean? Kylie Jenner pregnancy reveal at the Met Gala. I mean, this is the Kardashians, right? How do they normally announce their pregnancy? I think it'll be in similar fashion. That's how I thought. Justin Bieber retirement tour. Yeah, I don't see that happening. I promise you, I don't see that happening. I want it to happen, but I don't see it happening for the very reason of what I said earlier. Yeah, because you got to remember, in May, this is when, is it March or May? Yeah, in May 5th, 2025 is when Diddy, or technically Sean Combs' trial begins. You see what I'm trying to say? So I feel like when it becomes more of a headline again, which it will, naturally what's going to happen, anyone that's become a victim, anyone that was unfortunately a victim, yeah, is going to rehash trauma. And knowing exactly what Justin Bieber's allegedly gone through, yeah, I don't know everything he's gone through, but there's something because he evidently that you're like, hey, yo, what is this? This is insane. Not even insane. This is this. I don't have to explain it. There's no words I can think from the English dictionary that can come out my mind to say what this is. It's hard to explain. I just know it's wrong. Yeah, that's all I know. Yeah, and he deserves his own justice. Do you see what I'm trying to say? However, yeah, so that's making me feel like I don't think he's going to do a retirement tour. That's just me personally. I could be wrong, but I don't think that's going to happen. All right, Drake becomes a huge right-wing influencer, meets with Trump. Now, listen, you got to stick to your, make it make sense, yeah? If you are predicting that those allegations are going to come out, and then he's going to go into hiding, how can he now become a right-wing influencer and meets with Trump? How, Sway? How? I'm just saying how. It doesn't make sense. And it's fine, but get me. And maybe part of me doesn't want that to happen. But in terms of Drake becoming a huge right-wing influencer and meeting with Trump, but hey, either way, I still doubt that will happen. I just doubt it. All right. The next one. Does that mean twice? Let me see it. Okay, no. Cool. There's a lot to go through. All right. Ticketmaster lawsuit. Ooh. I see that low-key happening. Ticketmaster lawsuit. I low-key see that happening, and here's why. If you've seen I put it this way, if you bought tickets online before, you know there's an issue. Do you know what I mean? There's an issue. And then plus, I don't even think It's like if you look at everything in terms of the way um, ticket towers remain in existence, it's like I don't know how to explain it. It's like there's something that Ticketmaster and these other companies can do, and I believe Ticketmaster is also part of Access as well. So it's like, you know what I mean? I feel like they've cornered the market as well. That's another thing, but I could be wrong. But anyway, Trump and Elon Musk publicly fall out. Yeah, I don't see that happening. See, this is the other thing. Again, there is prediction versus what you want to happen. For me, this seems like something they want to happen. I could be wrong. Like I literally could be wrong, but you know, Zendaya starts her own production company. I predict that to happen as well, because technically, based on her timeline of her career, it's just only natural for that to happen. You know what I mean? Only natural. Charlie XCX married. That's a nice prediction. I like that. You know what I'm saying? I like that. I beg your pardon. I'm not going to read that, but you can see that for yourself. If that's what they want to predict, they can predict that too. Cool. The next one is The Rock becomes more active in politics and starts campaign. See, now this is the thing. This is what I feel like. This is what they want. But knowing The Rock, aka Dwayne Johnson, that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Otherwise, it would have happened a long time ago. Do you know what I mean? It would have genuinely made like more sense a long time ago, and I get it. You know what I mean? Because of how he comes across, it kind of would make sense. But again, I could be wrong. But let me know if he did become more involved in politics and less campaigns. In fact, that's the other thing. Why would he in 2025? What would be the reason? Is it is it a case of, like, for example, the Megan Thee Stallion situation with Kamala Harris? You know what I mean? Where she was literally twerking for Kamala Harris. You know what I mean? And still lost. You know what I mean? Like, is it that, or like I don't know? Help me make it make sense. But anyway, next one is Kanye West comes out as non-binary. This is what you want. This is what you want. This is not a prediction. Let's think about it logically, yeah? And let's think about it. First of all, you wouldn't even call Kanye West, you call him Ye. That's one thing, yeah? But as far as my prediction personally for Kanye West, or should I say Ye, I believe, yeah, he will start a movement. A political movement. You know what I mean? He'll start a political movement. I could be wrong, but I feel like that's the direction he's going towards. You know what I mean? I feel like that is the direction he's going towards, political movement. And again, do you see how with The Rock versus Kanye West in regards to the politics situation? I'm sort of say, yeah. Do you know what I mean? You can see why Kanye or Ye would go down the political route, because he has attempted in the past and people laughed at him. And one thing I've learned about and seen with Kanye West, aka Ye, is I've noticed something. When someone tells him he can't do it or they laugh at him, he finds a way and says, you know what? Up yours, I'm going to do it anyway, and I'm going to be a success. Remember in that interview with Sway in the morning, yeah? With Sway. Not Sway the Surfer, aka, you know, hear me, if you know, the UKMC and that. Not him, but I'm talking about the Sway, the one with the dreadlocks. He no longer has dreadlocks, but still wears a hat that keeps dreadlocks. Make it make sense. But anyway, in that interview, he goes, "How, Sway? How?" He was talking about fashion. He was talking about, like, you don't have the answers. You know what I mean? So it's like, then it became like a big deal in fashion. You know what I mean? Not just being a name for the fashion in terms of a percentage and just being like a brand ambassador. Nah, literally getting designs done and putting it out there. Do you see what I'm trying to say? So that's just anyway. So that's just like if you think about the years it took between them for that to be a success. I don't think people realize the tenacity it takes to really be a huge success at something that you when people are doubting you. You understand? They're doubting is going on in your mind. Thanks, babes. They're doubting what's going on in your mind, and you're like, how can you know what I mean? Like, this is what I mean. When you want to be a success, you have to stay focused and know exactly this is the path I want to take, and I know just follow your instincts. But anyway, 5 SOS come back in a bigger way. Can someone enlighten me in the comment section below? What is 5 SOS? What is 5 SOS? What? There's some things I'm learning of. Like, what? What's that? You know what I mean? Addison Rae hosts Met Gala. Who is Addison Rae? Can someone tell me? Can someone tell me? I mean, why'd you tell me? You can come join me and you know, man, some lovely food in that. Trust me, dog. You hear me? And if you like ASMR, here we go. So I do more ASMR as well. But yeah, who's Addison Rae? So I guess it will kind of make sense if I know who that is. Jojo Siwa becomes likable. What? She was unlikable? No, I'm joking. I've heard her name before and I've heard what she's associated with. Sorry, people like that can never be likable. I don't care. I really not. No, I'm gonna do that. Okay, this one is a wish. I'm not gonna repeat that. I'm not going to read that out. It's there, and this is again being the power of the tongue, yeah, power of your words and what you're writing. Like I get why some people want to predict this because they're thinking of the whole situation with what's that guy's name again? I forgot his name. That one with the blacklist book. I can't remember his name, but you know what I'm talking about. Because obviously he influenced circumstances as well. But I don't think that's happening this time. Do you know what I mean? I don't. I still could be wrong, but I just feel like he's in a situation where he genuinely has a huge. Hang on. You know when someone's got a huge ego, yeah, and they're very. What's the word they use again? They're very narcissistic. They're very narcissistic to the point they think they can get away with anything. That's how Diddy's moving. You know what I mean? So that's the prediction. You know what I mean? My prediction is, yeah, regards to the whole Diddy situation, he's gonna get so many years in jail. We're gonna find out about, you know, what happened to Tupac and Biggie. We're also gonna find out what happened to Shaquille Stewart. We're also gonna find out what happened to Kim Porter. We're also gonna find out what also happened in regards to what nearly happened to Albie Shaw. We're going to find out what happens to Andre Harrell. Do you see what I'm going to say? Like, I still could be wrong, but I feel like it's going to be one of those trials here where you're going to be like, do you know what I mean? You're going to be like shocked, but then not surprised. Do you see what I'm going to say? All right, so next one. Sabrina Carpenter and Barry Keegan Britt. No. God forbid. Hear me, God forbid. Listen, we're not doing that. They're not. We're not doing that. They're not doing that. They're not doing that. I'm sorry. That's my prediction. They're not doing it. If I'm working, it's not even that. And we keep moving because this is gonna be we're gonna be quite some time. Billie Eilish is into a directing bag, short films and music videos. I definitely predict that happening. She seems very, very, very creative. Very, very creative. So that's naturally going to happen. You know what I mean? Hang on. Wait a minute. Hang on. All right. All right. So, Cowboy Carter wins Album of the Year. Doubt that very much. I wanted to, but I doubt that very much. I could be wrong. I really wanted to. But in fact, what are we even talking about here? Are we talking about um are we talking about the Grammys? Are we what award ceremony are we talking about? Talking about BET awards, BET Hip Hop Awards, even though it's excuse me, a country album. Like, what are we talking about here? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what to associate with. Anyway, Jay Stephens performing on the Kelly Clarkson song. Don't know who that is. I apologize, but if you can tell me, enlighten me. Please don't know comment section below. And also, if you want me to do more reaction videos to, or do reaction videos to Sabrina Carpenter's songs, let me know. Leave that in the comment section below, and I'll get to it. You know what I'm saying? AI being used in films to bring back deceased celebrities. I don't know if I can say that word, but you know, celebrities that are unalived. Don't see that happening. I think, again, I feel like this. Not saying this is the wish, but I feel like sometimes when you go into the mind of a, I'm not saying this person's a conspiracist. Don't get that twisted. And look, they are a Beyonce fan clearly. But anyway, that's fine. We all are Beyonce fans. If you aren't, you definitely are. You know what I mean? But anyway, so basically, you can go down the rabbit hole of conspiracy theories and stuff of that nature, and then it's like you tend to find these things. That's why some people are actually spooked about AI, because they feel like the worst. But the reality is, us humans will always be more in control, because we power human beings, empower or power AI. It's just artificial intelligence. It powers it. Doesn't mean it's automatically going to do X, Y, Z. There's a huge difference. And I know we're not as okay, as far as the United Kingdom, aka England, is concerned. They're not as far as advanced in certain other countries than other certain other countries. Like, I haven't been to China yet, nor South Korea or any places like that. But I believe they are 10 times, if that, they're 20 times. Because in fact, no, yeah. If you saw my reaction video to the Wrap Up 2024 by RA, aka Real Artillery, you know what I mean? Like, you would have seen that there's a Chinese drone shaped as a bird. Now, if you tell me that was going to happen in 2020, sorry, in 2000, Y2K times 999, I wouldn't have believed you. I just wouldn't have. You know what I'm saying? I just wouldn't have believed you. Yeah, I just wouldn't have. So it just goes to show that I'm not saying this happened in 1999. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? We don't know how advanced certain other countries really are. And then how do you determine advancement? Do you know what I mean? But as far as technology is concerned, like the digital world, oh, I do believe America and Britain are far, far behind. That's my thoughts. And I just don't, but I just don't see, I don't predict the other thing happening. I just don't. I don't. Because you got to think about it. There will be lawsuits happening. Like, who they're going to bring back? There will be lawsuits happening left, right, and center. You know what I mean? I get it. Some people, some companies want to make money, but again, they will find out they will end up being, they will lose money, because the fans are going to take, they're not going to take too kindly to it. Most of them are not going to take too kindly to it. They're not. Uh, the 2010 YouTube Brit Squad reunite. Why have I never heard of Brit Squad? I probably have. But I haven't. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. Jeffree Star fans God goes down a tragic wife type route and says he voted Trump. If that's what you want to predict, fair enough. I mean, if it's Marion, cool. I like that. Finding God, that's perfect. You know what I mean? But saying you vote Trump, okay. You know what I mean? But my thing is, why do people have to announce that? Oh, why vote for this person? Doesn't matter. What's done is done. All right. Let's go to part 2. All right. So there's more parts. We're gonna get back. We're gonna go through this as fast as we can. Jacob Elordi doesn't label his. This is what South Africa want to eat. If that's what they want to predict, I don't know who they are. That's what they want to predict. Then so be it. But listen, if you're interested in ASMR, ASMR, and you want me to do these type of things while I'm eating and streaming, hey, listen, like I said, I'm trying to be like Kai Cenat, bruv. Or better than Kai Cenat. How about that? Kai Cenat, you hear me? You hear me? I'm trying to be better than Kai Cenat. Shout out to Kai Cenat, though. He's a legend in the streaming thing. Can't even lie. You know what I mean? But if you're commenting in the comments below, who's your favorite streamer and why? You hear me? I'm all about studying who's the best and becoming better and aiming to become better. Because Michael Jackson once said, you have to study the greats to become greater. Because that's what Michael Jackson did. He studied the greats and became greater. You know what I mean? He studied James Brown. He studied, you know what I mean? He studied Fred Astaire. And he became greater than them. That's just what it is. But anyway, back on subject. Katy Perry public crash out. Whoa. That's an interesting prediction. I do predict that there's going to be a lot of some quote unquote celebrities that are gonna be online and do a public crash out. I don't know who, don't know when, don't know how, but I predict that's gonna happen. And the sad part is knowing that, excuse me. The sad part is, you know, crashing out. There's no, I don't, it's like, it's funny, yeah, because people call it crashing out, but do you think there's a difference between crashing out and ranting? Leave your answer in the comment section below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Is there a difference between crashing out and ranting? Because I don't think there's any difference. Because ranting is like your expression, whatever's in your mind. You know what I mean? Your expression now, and you just happen to be, you know, either irritated, either upset, either angry, or either, you know what I mean, or maybe indifferent. And even though you're indifferent, because you're expressing it online, it comes across as a rant, and it comes across as you're being emotional. You know what I mean? So, you know, do what you want to do with it, whatever's good for your mental health and that. But you know what I mean? Just do what you feel is best. Just don't go out physically harming someone or even trying to say that you want to harm someone. Just don't do that. You know what I mean? Chris Olsen becomes a judge presenter on The Voice. Okay. Don't know who Chris Olsen is, but good on them. I like the prediction. Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater get engaged. Congratulations to them. I like predictions like that. You know what I mean? Get me? That would be interesting to see. That. Get me? Kim Kardashian and Kai Cenat. No, Kim Kardashian. I low-key see that happening. And wasn't she also on Kai Cenat's stream last year? I believe she was, because of North's birthday. Because Kai Cenat is one of her favorite streamers or whatever. And the funny thing is, I do predict Kanye West is going. Oh, sorry, Ye is going to be on Kai Cenat's stream as well. I don't know when, don't know how, but I predict that's going to happen this year. I just, I don't know. I could be wrong, but I predict that's gonna happen this year, and it's gonna be one of the best streams of the year. Like, I don't know. This will be one of the best and most viral streams of the year. Don't ask me how. Don't ask me when. Do you know what I mean? I just predict that happen. I could be wrong though. Miley Cyrus wins Vanguard Award at the VMAs. Okay, what is the Vanguard Award? Do you mean the Michael Jackson Music Video Vanguard Award? Is that what you mean? If you're gonna say it outwardly. The same way you can write all that in the other ones below. Say it. In fact, let me even get the full name of it. You know what I mean? You can't just change up the name. You just can't change up the name. I'm not sorry. You just cannot change up the name. All they ever wanted was a black grand national, irrational. That triggered on my head. It's not enough. Sorry, I'm a bit happy. Now I'm going to wait for Monday, yeah, and see whatever result comes from that. Do you know what I mean? Hey, let me not get too hyped. There's something I just seen. You know what I mean? I'm not even gonna say it out publicly because you know when them ways when you say it out publicly, then you get super humble. So I'm not saying it, but sometimes you can't just help how you feel in that moment, innit? You know what I mean? Anyway. Vanguard. See? All I did was type in Vanguard Award VMA. Do you know what pops up first? MTV, Michael Jackson, Video, Vanguard Award. So if you're gonna say it outwardly. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? Because you have to respect the legacy and the iconic person that is Michael Jackson. The award is named after him for a reason. You know what I mean? For a reason. So if this person predicted Miley Cyrus to win it, then I'll best believe I'm gonna have to react to some Miley Cyrus, and we'll see if she deserves it or sees why she predicts that she's gonna win it. You know what I mean? Like if there's anyone that has to win it in future, it's Kendrick Lamar. You know what I mean? That just before the simple, pure reason, his music videos are art. Like they're art. And in probably I don't know how many years they are, but soon Doshi as well. If she continues the path that she's going on, like soon she has to win as well. Because that sitcom type of version of a video, cold. Like it's one of the coldest videos I've seen. Like cold. Uh. All right, so all right, new UK Prime Minister. Come on, I predicted that. The moment this guy won, yeah, I kind of predicted. I'm like, he's not gonna last long. I don't know why I said it like that. I'm like, he's not gonna last long. I said it like he's not gonna last long. He's just not. I still could be wrong though, but I still think he's gonna last long. He lasted longer than who's that prime minister that was only there for like less than 20 days, I believe. Let me see. All I ever wanted was the black brand national, being rational. It's not enough. Hey. Let me see. Bear with me, hang on. You know when you got peppers and that, you know what I'm saying? All right, I'm back. Let's go. All right, so new UK Prime Minister, yeah? What was I saying? Short. Okay, yeah, that was it. The shortest um, um, time for a prime minister. Liz Truss is the shortest serving prime minister, resigning after 7 weeks. The previous shortest time was served by George Cannon. We don't really care about that. But yeah, Liz Truss. At least he lasted longer than her so far. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't know. It's just one of those things. Um, all right, Club Chalamet finds herself in legal trouble. She then creates a GoFundMe. Don't know who she is, so if they're predicting something like that, then so be it. But you see with this whole GoFundMe situation, I'm surprised there hasn't been any like lawsuits. You know what I mean? Maybe there have been lawsuits before, but like, you know what I mean? I don't know. Oh wow. They predict Dr. Phil exposed for the lack of care for guests and workers on his show. Now here's the thing. It's so interesting that they mentioned this and they predicted this. Do you know why? Because of his connection to a particular individual. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say too much other than snake rock. So when you think about those type of connections and this, that, and the third, obviously people are their own individuals or they ever get that twisted. But birds of a feather often flock together. Do you know what I'm trying to say? However, that may not always necessarily be true. But these shows, although yes, in some instances they can be entertaining, I do believe some. Do you know what I mean? Like sadly, that's how it goes. Look what happened to Jeremy Kyle. Lit show, but guess what happened? You know what I mean? He was cussing out the people. Like, are you? I listen. Maybe I should react to one of those videos one time. Yeah, I'm telling you, he was crashing out on on certain people. It's funny because you would think to yourself, how did he? How was he getting away with this? You know what I mean? To the point where he couldn't get away with it, and his show got cancelled. Yeah, man, that Jezza. Beyonce wins 7 Grammys. Possible, possible. But what about Kendrick? How many Grammys does he win? Okay, so basically, I'm just checking what Grammys is she nominated for. So, album of the year, song of the year, record, melodic rap performance, pop solo performance, country album, country song, pop duo, group performance, country solo, American performance, and country duo performance. So, it's possible. It's possible. It's possible. She's definitely going to win a Grammy. That's for certain. You know what I mean? That's for certain. Whatever it is, you know what I mean? Like I would love it to be in the country category, just to say to the CMA, ha ha. Do you know what I mean? Ha ha. But yeah, we'll see what happens. C-Town has a skip made of SNL. I definitely predict that happening. I listen. I you know why I'm so. I need to rap for more of her music. C channel, yeah. Only because yeah, one obviously she's based in the UK as well, but also wait, hang on. Also she's Nigerian as well. You know what I mean? Apparently she's also not only is she Nigerian, she's Edo as well. So you know what I mean? So I'm gonna be a little biased and give those who you know what I mean, give them the support that they deserve. You know what I mean? Like, and anyone who wants to disagree with the direction of where they're taking their music, that's on them, innit? You know what I mean? Do you like? It's easy to criticize, but anyway, that'll be interesting to see if that actually happens. I can generally predict that happening because obviously I've seen some interview clips from the My Expert Opinion podcast. Um, excuse me, with Keenan Thompson, who's one of the longest serving members of SNL, right? And he mentions something along the lines of make like whatever it's like they know how to do you know what I mean? Whatever they know how to make fun of things, certain things or certain situations. So it kind of makes sense. So it would be a good look for not only see China itself, but it'd be a good look for the UK scene as a whole. Yeah, and I know some people in America may not want to take the UK scene serious. That's fine. Leave your ignorance to yourself. Yeah. Those who want to be open-minded will know she's not the only UK artist. There's Central C. Okay, if you don't like Central C, there's Wiley. If you don't like Wiley, there's something wrong with you. But there's Stormzy. If you don't like Stormzy, then cool, there's Chip. If you don't like Chip, cool, there's Slit Rick. If you don't like Slit Rick, then Lottie Dottie, you like the party. You know what I mean? Get out the party. Anyway. But I was see okay, I see something now. See China. Oh, trying to think, where in London is she? Is she in Portsmouth or London? Either way, right? That's from Essex still. That's fine. No, yeah, she definitely. And to her name, nah, she gets my full support because that must mean her parents, or at least her father, at least is a child supporter. That's what I know from that. You know what I mean? There's no way a Nigerian is naming their daughter Chelsea if they don't support Chelsea. You can't tell me that. Anyway, this ain't about see China. All right, so the next prediction: Benjamin Netanyahu underlined. hey, hey, hey! I'm gonna keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? If that's what they want to predict, then that's what they want to predict. Taylor and Travis get engaged. Taylor who? Travis who? Let me know. Um, do Lip secret wedding? You're predicting a secret wedding. Okay. Why are you predicting a secret wedding? Anyway, that's good. Either way, both situations are good. I like that. You know what I mean? Handheld console gaming becomes trendy again, like Nintendo DS, PS Vita, PSP. You know what I mean? Like Game Boy. Okay. But is that before or when or after GTA 6 comes out? You gotta let me know. You know what I mean? In fact, tell me something. Did this person predict when, you know, um, Grand Theft Auto 6 is gonna come out? Because if they don't, I don't believe none of these predictions. No, I'm playing. No, all jokes aside though, virtual reality concerts festival become a thing. Doubt that I can see where she's heading towards with this prediction. I get it, I respect it. But the reality is, from my prediction and what my thoughts are, like I said before, with the other thing to do with AI, it literally wouldn't, like, there'll be a huge backlash. You know what I mean? There'll genuinely be a huge backlash. Um, Actually, no, wait. I just thought about something. It depends on how it is. I get what you're trying to say, but I doubt it. Because here's one thing. In general, people want to have that. Artists themselves technically would prefer their fans to be there. And I get it. You've got streaming service where people can watch and stuff like that. But the reality is, you know, it would reduce revenue for the artist, for everyone involved as well. Like it really would reduce revenue. It really would, and it would literally sink. It would sink the music industry. You know what I mean? It would literally sink the music industry. I know what I'm saying sounds insane, but it would sink the music industry. From what I know and how money is made from music festival, from concerts as a whole, I'm telling you, if it becomes a thing where virtual reality concerts really become a thing, it literally will significant because you're already going through the phase of streaming platforms, listening to music and stuff like that. That's already sinking the music industry in terms of how they're making money. Artists are making less money if they're signed to a major. This is what I'm gonna say. They're making even less money. So let's do this. I could be wrong because you know what I mean. Who would have thought that if that thing never happened with Napstar and LimeWire, you know what I mean? Not the bike LimeWire, but LimeWire. Who would have thought that? You know what I mean? Apple Music, Tidal, all these other platforms, Spotify. Who would have thought they would existed? They just had to find a way to make it legal. You know what I mean? This is interesting. I think I'm gonna try and do my own predictions there, but this is throughout the year. I'm not gonna do it just all in one. Um, Even though I'm predicting here now and again, but that I feel like there's certain things that are trendy or what people no pay attention to what the youth are latching onto right now, what they're latching onto. Yeah. Once you find that, because it's not all about what's being pushed to them, it's what they are finding. And if they're finding and latching onto it, that could become the trend. That could become the next thing. Like, do you know what I mean? That's what I'm looking at. Because I'm looking at it from when I was like a teenager, when I was, you know what I mean? I remember when LimeWire and Napster existed. You know what I mean? Never used them. Don't get it twisted. But I did definitely use Napster. That's for certain. LimeWire, but you know what I mean? Get me? I'm not gonna do one of those people and be like, I did this, I did that. No, you're not gonna catch me saying anything. But the point I'm trying to make is, I'm aware it existed, and the fact that I'm aware it existed and possibly how it could have been, I can't remember. You know what I mean? I vaguely remember, but the way things are, you know what I mean? Like I feel like years later, things get upgraded. You know what I'm saying to certain levels, but it's always in the favor of the higher ups and not the actual people that really are involved. Because think about it, you're literally renting music. If you're on Spotify, Tidal, all these other streaming platforms, you're renting music for a certain amount a month. Despite the library of music you have, are you going to listen to every single song on that? No, you're not. You're not. Anyway, lots of celebrities stop using Ozempic as it's giving them a health scare. I'm not gonna say too much on that. Sadie Sink star in the fantasy dystopian film. Don't know who that person is. Girlfriend cast reunion. That's a wish. And that's a wish. That's 100% a wish. I hear it. Because let's be real. It, reunion it how? You know what I mean? Reunion how? All right, Jake Shane appearance on Abbott Elementary. Don't know who Jake Shane is, but cool. New public health crisis. God forbid, don't do that. Um, Zendaya and Tom Holland post surprise wedding pics on IG. I like the prediction. Lana Del Rey files for God forbid. Don't want to predict that. Fifth Harmony reunion at a red carpet event or fashion show. I like the prediction. Any reunions is a good prediction. I can say that. 1D reunion performance. I don't even for Liam tribute. I don't even see that as a prediction. That is obviously a prediction, but I also see that as something that's inevitable. You know what I mean? Rest in peace to Liam Payne, man. Like, sad. It's sad. It's sad how he went on, man. It's really sad. It's really sad. Um, Gypsy Rose meets Taylor Swift. I don't know who Gypsy Rose is, but cool. Nice prediction. 1D Tell It All book podcast exclusive interview airs out their dirty laundry. I don't predict that happening, especially if this reunion tribute is going to happen. I don't see them airing out dirty laundry happening. I just don't see that happening. I still could be wrong, but I just don't see that happening. It, like, I'm just thinking, maybe it's because I'm looking at the inevitable, which is obviously this, the tribute. But other than that, this is, I don't know. It's anyway. David Wellham has a allegation exposed for. Woo! Hey yo, the reason why I reacted that way is because I don't want to be predicting and seeing these things. Do you understand? I know, unfortunately, these things happen and have happened, but we have to get to a point where we don't have a feeling to predict that this is going to happen. I know with the whole Drake situation, I said what I said, yeah, but I believe there's more to it than just that, than a minor. You know what I mean? There's more to that. But like this David Williams one, and it's so in because if you see what happened to Philip Schofield, for example, it's the same thing. But at the same time, guess what? He still was able to get a deal and be on TV. So I don't know. Like, I just don't know, man. I just don't know. But if they predict this, then they predict this, and I just also predict that if they're predicting this, then if it is true, then may the victims get their justice. Do you get it? Anyway, that really threw me off. I can't even lie. Glenn Powell gets into Scientology. Don't know who that is. Sabrina Carpenter spotted with Leonardo DiCaprio. Okay. But like I said, before with the Sabrina Carpenter situation, said, God forbid, you know what I mean? Let her stay with her man. You know what I mean? Um, a particular app is being banned because it's becoming a threat to governments. Don't predict that happening. I see why they want to predict that to happen, but I don't see that happening. Um, especially the way that, do you know what I mean? Like, because it can be inaccurate sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, it can generally be inaccurate at times. Um, how what who? How what girl starts hanging around celebrity circles and gets into Scientology. Okay, what's your obsession with Scientology? Are you a Scientologist or something? Anyway, Beyonce's net worth is officially updated to a billionaire status. I thought it was already was, but cool. Loon bands are back in trend, but under a new name. I do not know what loon bands are, but okay. Someone marries a character AI bot. I can see that. That is a prediction I can see, unfortunately, happening. Um, okay, all right. So why this loads up properly? The astronauts that are stuck in space disappear. Lost connections aren't able to track them again. No, no, no. Do not predict my childhood like no. Do not take away my childhood like that, like this. Don't do it. Do not do it. Do not do it because I saw something this morning where my childhood was taken. Something from my childhood was taken away, and I still need to post about it. But no, no, no. I'm completely skipping over that because again, these are predictions, and if you predict, this is what I'm trying to say: the power of the tongue. Be careful what you're trying to predict. I think it's all fun and games when you're talking about, you know, I don't know, like for example, a reunion, this, that. It's all fun and games, but when you're talking about someone's like life, you know what I mean? When you're talking about someone's life, do you know what I mean? I know I could have said touched on, I could have mentioned that in regards to someone else didn't mention, but I'm like, hey, you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Based on, you know what I mean? Certain, do you know what I mean? Like, but like, yeah. Anyway, Sabrina Carpenter, WAG era. Okay, WAG to me, from what I understand, is wife and girlfriend era. Wife and girlfriend, and I learned that from to do with football. Thanks to David Beckham and Victoria Beckham. You know what I mean? They're like the blueprint to that, if I'm honest. Taylor Swift and Glorilla collab. That's a nice prediction to happen. Seeing the way that Glorilla is continuously to glow up, that's that seemed like an inevitable situation to happen. Charles the Third again. Because listen, I know what my thoughts are on certain situations. Listen, if they want to predict that, that's on them. William becomes no. Do not predict that. All right. But this guy anyway. I'm not saying nothing. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna say nothing. Anyway. Nico Vacado is sent into mental rehabilitation. Don't know who that is, but I wonder why do they predict that? That's what I want to know. Chapel Rowan has straight allegations about her. Who? What? I'm so confused. Anyway, Bia drops an album, but nobody cares about it because it's Bia. Bia. We talking about? No one cares. I care. You know what I mean? Shout out to, hey, listen, I swear to you signed to Dreamville. What are you talking about? Shia LaBeouf, drug overdose. No, don't do that to Shia LaBeouf. Don't do that to Shia LaBeouf. You see what I'm saying? Don't do that to Shia LaBeouf. Don't do that to him. Don't. Don't. Don't predict that for him, please. Please. Please don't predict that for him. Please. Like, please don't do that. Let's see what else. Colony on Mars is established. Okay. They rehashed it again about Shia LaBeouf. No, do not predict that. Ray wins her first Grammy. I like that prediction. Get me, and even more so because you know what it is. She had a situation with the record label, and I believe now she's independent. And you know what I mean. So now, get me, R&B to the world, then man. Let's go. Tesla introduces helper robots for household chores. I mean, I get why they predicted that because of the humanoid robot that Elon Musk was mentioning before, and even I mean, I think even Kim Kardashian had one as well, so I can see that. Elon Musk attempted. Oh, come on! Why are we doing this about someone's life? I get why they want to predict it, but you got to remember. Give me a second. Sorry about this. Give me the pepper in there. You know what I'm saying? It's good for this type of weather. Flush out all the. You know what I mean? Yeah. So anyway, Ariana Grande casted into a new horror film. Okay. I don't know why she would be in a horror film, but okay. Um, Usher gets a biopic. That's a nice prediction to make. But given the trial of Diddy, maybe a biopic might not happen, but he may get a documentary though, because the whole situation with Justin Bieber. Anyway, let me leave that. Cool Britannia makes a comeback again. What the hell is a Cool Britannia? I know this person's American, you know. A Cool Britannia. What do you mean by that? What's the Cool Britannia? Can that I need to know what that is. What is a Cool Britannia? I live in Britain. I've been raised in Britain, and I do not know what a Cool Britannia is. To let her know, no, there will be a comeback for it. Nah, forget that. But I'm interested to know. Showing hair roots will be trending. What? Okay. Luigi. Okay. Yeah. That's kind of inevitable based on the whole situation. Trisha Paytas stars in a comedy film with Kevin Hart. That's a nice prediction to make as well. See, those are the type of predictions I like. You know what I mean? I like those type of predictions. But anyway, what's can I say? Give me a second. Sorry, I know it's horrible to look at. You don't need to look. But anyway, if you like these type of content, make sure you subscribe. If you already subscribe, make sure you hit that like button and leave your answer in the comments below or in the live stream chat what your predictions are as well. I want to make sure. In fact, give me a second. I need to make sure that this is where is it? Let me see something. But yeah, man, like it's interesting to see these. See. I have to make sure that I'm actually live. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. All right, so I just see something Ash can react to right now, but I need to stay on path, innit? But yeah, like this was if you like this type of content, you know what I mean? Where I go onto Twitter and then I find content to talk about. Leave your answer in the comments below, and I can continue doing things like this. But yeah, man. Before we do that, let me get back into. Let's get back into. I need to react. Oh, where is my notes? I have my notes right here, right here, right now, right here. Okay, here we go. All right, so I'm gonna swing back onto YouTube. Well, I say back onto YouTube when I haven't been on YouTube for a minute today, but you know what I mean.